So, today's lecture is I'm Ryu Saito, just an ordinary college student you can find anywhere. Ain't got any standout features or anything, just living that everyday campus life, having a blast with love and friendship.
Hey, boss. Looking lively as ever, huh?
Ron.
You took a nice fall there.
Well, I mean...
Reminds you of your old self, huh?
Ugh, stop calling me boss. I graduated from being a bad boy, remember?
Oops, my bad. I did it on purpose, though.
You?
But you can't imagine it, looking all goody two-shoes now. Who would have thought you used to be the scariest boss?
Just don't say that. It's embarrassing. Just like Ron said, I used to be a bad boy called the scariest boss. I didn't hang out with anyone. I just picked fights all by myself. I thought I was invincible, but there were others scarier than me.
Oh, hey, it's Sarah.
She's as cute as ever today. Wonder if she's got a boyfriend.
Who knows? You go ask her.
She's too cute. I can't talk to her.
She's way too cute, huh? Who would have thought there'd come a day when Sarah couldn't be approached unless it was for something other than scary? The beautiful girl who's catching every guy's attention on campus is Sarah Yamaguchi. She used to be my rival. Rival. In other words, she was a bad girl too back in the day. Though now she's a cool, beautiful college student in high school. She was the leader of a famous all-female gang in our hometown. Sarah and I had the same territory, and every time we crossed paths, we'd end up fighting. It wasn't so much that we hated each other, it was more about our pride. Only one person could be the scariest in our hometown. I think that's how we felt.
Huh? You're still hanging around here? Who gave you permission to strut around with that big head of yours? This place is our turf, got it?
Shut up, barking like a bunch of puppies. Can't do nothing without your pack acting all high and mighty. You ain't got the guts to do anything on your own.
Ugh, you've been running your mouth all this time. Today, let's settle who's the real boss once and for all.
Ha! Don't go pulling that tough guy act on me, Miss Leader.
That's my line. I won't hold back at all, so be prepared.
Fine by me. Bring it on.
Grit your teeth.
Man, remembering those days brings back memories. Man, being so hot-blooded back then is proof that I was young and reckless. Ah, those nostalgic and glorious days of youth, covered in sweat and dirt. Can't even imagine that now, though. We used to fight all the time, but after graduating high school, we mellowed out. Now, even if we bump into each other in college, it's like we don't know or recognize each other. Our relationship, which used to be all about throwing punches and stuff, completely changed. It's proof that we've grown up and moved on with our lives. I thought we'd just go on living without getting involved with each other anymore, but... One holiday, today's movie was pretty good. Especially when Lily unleashed her full-on 8th grader syndrome punch. It was freaking intense. I want to go see it again at the theater.
I told you it's impossible.
Huh? A fight? Hey, you okay?
Huh?
Wait a sec. Isn't that Sarah? What are you doing here?
I'm dating this guy with the intention of getting married, you know? I'm sorry for keeping a secret until now. So, the arranged marriage with you.
What? What are you talking about?
Read the atmosphere and play along, you bastard!
Is that how you ask someone for a favor? But if she's in trouble, it's a man's job to lend a hand, right? Yeah, that's right. We're a lovey-dovey couple, you know? But we kept it as our little secret because we didn't want others prying into our business.
Yeah, that's why even my dad didn't know. And that's why the arranged marriage was set up. I caused you a lot of trouble, I'm sorry. I'll apologize formally later, okay?
All right. For now, I'll go back.
It worked out somehow.
Worked out my ass!
We can't talk about it here. Let's move somewhere else. I'll explain everything there.
10 minutes later. So, what was that all about?
It'll take a bit longer if I explain.
Sarah slowly began to tell the whole story.
My family's actually pretty well off. Ugh, I hated this stuffy atmosphere, so I rebelled against my parents in high school. But right before graduation, I had a proper talk with them and reconciled. We realized it was just a misunderstanding on both sides. I quit being a wild child after high school and behaved myself as a college student. After reconciling with my parents, I wanted to make it up to them, for all the trouble I caused. But then one day, my dad suddenly said, "Marry someone from a good family." He started setting up arranged marriage meetings for me, thinking about my happiness and all. I didn't want to be decided for me. I surely didn't want to marry someone I didn't even know. So I told him I didn't want this arranged marriage, but Dad didn't listen to me. He's not a bad person, but didn't want to get married. But even if I said so, he wouldn't listen. So things got heated when I tried to escape using force.
And that's when I come into the picture, huh? But seriously, is that really okay? But what if it actually turns into a legit marriage?
All right. Let's fake a marriage,
What?
Don't worry, just until things cool down, all right?
You gotta be kidding me. Why go that far?
You're the only one I can rely on. Please, I'm counting on you to save me.
Don't give me that look. I can't help it. Guess it's payback for our old rivalry, huh? I'll put on the performance of a lifetime. Just watch me.
Thanks to you.
And so, me and Sarah started pretending to be lovers. After that, we apologized properly to the arranged marriage partner and greeted our parents again. But as expected, they didn't immediately approve of our marriage. They were like, live together for a month and think it through. And they gave us an apartment to cohabitate in. And suddenly, the first day of cohabitation began out of nowhere. I'm home!
Welcome back, Ryu.
Sarah, what are you doing all of a sudden? Ain't it reckless for a pre-marriage girl to cling to a guy like that? Do you really think this kind of thing is acceptable?
You calm down and listen. This room is filled with hidden cameras and bugs everywhere. They're probably monitoring whether we're really lovebirds or not. So let's act all lovey-dovey. Otherwise my parents will come and drag me back in no time.
Got it. If that's the deal, leave it to me.
Thanks to you. You're blushing. It's cute, I'm cooking, so let's eat. Oh, do you want to take a bath first? Or maybe me, darling?
I'd love to say, Sarah, but I'm starving, so let's go with food.
Okay. Hey, you, I'll feed you. Open your mouth.
You trying to feed me?
What's wrong? Haven't I always been doing this? Here, open wide. Here comes the plane. Is it good?
Wow, tasty. Your cooking is the best.
I'm glad to hear that.
Maybe this is what you call happiness. A few minutes later. Why are you bringing me all the way here?
Bath. Let's take together.
What?
Come on, hurry.
Huh? You're going way too far.
But we gotta do it properly.
There's no way we're being watched this far.
Hey, you!
Man, this is going too far. An hour later.
I'm sorry about earlier.
Huh? Yeah.
So, let's sleep together?
Why?
As an apology? Besides, it's normal for lovers, right?
I'm tired today, so let's sleep separately. Good night, Sarah.
Ryu, you're so mean.
What the heck? Going that far for the sake of pretending to be lovey-dovey? But, well, this is only within the house. At school or outside, things will surely go as usual. That's what I thought, but... why on earth am I going on a date with this girl? Hey, isn't it enough to be fake lovers only at home? Do we really need to go on a date?
Listen up. You never know where the surveillance eyes are, So we gotta keep this up for a whole month. Plus, If we're supposed to be lovebirds, not going on a single date would raise suspicions.
Yeah, you got a point.
That's why we're going on this date, got it? Now let's go already, the movie's about to start.
30 minutes later. But seriously, it's a commercial and poster scam. Who could imagine such a gory horror flick with cute sounds and visuals like that? No wonder the reviews are filled with "got deceived" kind of words. By the way, is Emma alright? Yep, thought so. She can fight like cats and dogs, but her reaction, it's kinda cute to be honest. In times like this, if we were lovers, maybe like this?
Huh? You?
What?
You're actually kind, aren't you?
Well, we're lovers, ain't we?
Thanks to you. I feel relieved.
Yeah. And so, we continued our daily life pretending to be lovers, even though we knew it was just a pretense. The more time we spent together, the more our feelings grew. Before I knew it, I found myself genuinely attracted to Sarah and wishing for more than just pretending to be lovers. As the days went by and they entered the 3rd week of cohabitation, come to think of it, Sarah's birthday is coming up, right? What should I get her as a present? She unexpectedly has girly tastes and all.
Ryu,
Huh? Sarah's dad! What are you doing here?
I heard you're not really Sarah's boyfriend.
Huh? What's with the sudden...
I had some doubts, so I hired a private investigator. Turns out you two used to hang out as delinquents back in the day. Sure, maybe my daughter was a bad person like you back then. But she's different now. She carries the burden of the Yamaguchi family. If you truly wish for Sarah's happiness, would you consider breaking up with her?
I can't argue with what he's saying. This fake relationship, it's wrong to keep it going. Okay, if it's for Sarah's happiness, then I'll break up with her.
You're a sensible person. Thanks.
From that day on, I didn't go back to the house I shared with Sarah. Couldn't find a new place to move to, so I ended up living in internet cafes. I avoided her with all my might at school, dodging her every day. Ignoring the calls on my phone was painful, but I did it for Sarah's sake. It doesn't mean I stopped having feelings for her, though. In the days without seeing Sarah, I became a complete empty shell. And then one day...
Man, you gotta get your act together. I can't stand the sight of you lately. What's up with your spineless attitude?
Ron...
Something happened between you and Sarah, didn't it?
Ugh, why do you...
It's so obvious. It'd be weird if I didn't notice. Are you trying to hide it? Hey, if there's something bothering you, you gotta face it head on, man. Don't run away. Don't be a chicken. You're acting all scaredy cat with the girl you like. When it comes to the person you're into, you gotta confront them face to face.
Ron... You're right. While I was saying it's for her sake, I've been avoiding facing the reality of being apart from her. Thanks, Ron. I'm going to Sarah's place.
That's the spirit.
An hour later. Sarah!
Ew! What are you doing here all of a sudden? You don't care about me anymore, do you?
No, Sarah, listen to me.
Enough! I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Get out!
Sarah, I'm really sorry, but you gotta listen. Sarah, I'm really sorry. Your dad told me that if I truly cared about your happiness, I should break up with you. I listened to him and realized he was right. A fake love will eventually come to an end, but that doesn't mean...
Ew.
But I've fallen in love with you for real. I hate pretending. I want to be your real boyfriend, your husband.
Huh? I feel the same. I like you too, do you? I've liked you since high school all this time. I was attracted to your fighting spirit, but our positions kept me from confessing. Can you make me your real girlfriend? It's not a lie, I wanna be.
Of course, duh. From now on, we're a real couple. After that, Sarah and I went to her parents' place and talked. Of course, we sincerely apologized for deceiving them. Sarah's parents said,
If you're serious, then it's not a problem.
Our happiness lies in Sarah's happiness.
they accepted our relationship. And so, we officially got engaged. I became a son-in-law of the Yamaguchi family, and as soon as we graduated, we registered our marriage. By the way, I've been studying like crazy to take over my father-in-law's business. It's tough, but I can push through when I think it's for the sake of happiness. And as time went by, it was Sarah's birthday again. Sorry I couldn't give you a present last year.
Oh no, I mean, I'm receiving a really special present right now.
Huh? Is that...
It's your life, darling. From now on, let's rock it as husband and wife.
I'll treasure you for life. I love you, Sarah.
Me too. Do you, my darling?
Hi, it's me, Mel. Thanks for watching my channel. I'm super happy if you watch the next and other videos too.